Hello everybody and welcome to the NAC 2 Professional League. This is, of course, the league where we play, hold on, let me move my mic closer, it's a little bit far away, where we play NAC 2 professionally. These are all professional NAC speedrunners. As you can see, the commentators here, you got Donkey, of course, expert NAC speedrunner. Over here, you got Leafy is here. Recently came back on the NAC speedrunning scene. And last but not least, of course, you have the one, the only, Billy Bob. He is an all-time legend on the NAC speedrunning scene. So we got three just gods of NAC and NAC 2 speedrunning. Very entertaining. Very informative, expert casters of the NAC speedrunning. They're very excited, as you can see, about NAC. Now the question is, what patch are we playing on?
해삼 컷이라뇨. 아, 너무 잘 어울리는데 무슨 말씀? 해삼 귀엽잖아요. 그럼 해삼 귀엽지 않나요? 해삼 같으시네요. 이러면 저 때릴 거 아닌가요? 아니, 저 굉장히 귀여운 거 같아요. 그래요? 네네. 오, 해삼 같으신 거. 애완용 해삼을 키우신다는 얘기도 있고. 아, 그렇군요. 제가 봤을 때 저만 정상인 것 같은데. 챌린저스 코리아 2라운드 함께하고 계신데 현재까지 순위 살펴보면서 더 이야기 나누도록 하겠습니다.
So in just a moment, we're going to be seeing what patch of NAC we're going to be playing. But first, we're going to see the standings. So far, Team Dynamics in the solo lead for first place, Suitable and Spear Giving tied for second, Brion Blade fourth, ELM Mystic fifth, Zura and Janair tied for sixth, and of course 8th is OZ Gaming. It's going to be some high quality events coming in the next few weeks. Of course, the very important matches for the rest of the year are first tomorrow. We're going to see Suitable versus Dynamics, and then later on, I think it is Spear versus Dynamics in the week, and then next week it's Spear versus Suitable. So by the end of next week, we should see who is going to get the first seed clinch to the auto qualifier spot. But today we're going to see Brion Blade versus Element Mystic and Spear Gaming versus OZ Gaming. Both Element Mystic and OZ trying to race for that last playoff spot. Brion Blade trying to make sure they don't become part of that race. They're trying to make sure that they stay out of that and secure their spot in playoffs. And Spear are pretty much confirmed to be in playoffs at this point, but they can't afford to lose any games because if they want to get that solo lead and first to make sure that they secure their spot in the LCK promotion tournament, they need to win that first seed, otherwise they have to go through the playoffs.
저는 근데 진짜 처음 보자마자 굉장히 잘 어울린다고 생각했어요.
Thanks for following Takeoff, sister. Thank you, sister. Thanks, sis. But nonetheless, I'm just waiting for. I can't believe someone fucking did that. I forgot about that fucking Takeoff, sister. Oh, geez, hold on. I got a VIP Takeoff, sister. I got a VIP my sister.
아니 왜냐면 파마가 또 금방 풀릴 수도 있으니까 그 얘기한 겁니다. 네, 이게 스타일링 유지를 잘해야 돼. 놀리는 거 절대 아닙니다.
There we go. Welcome, Takeoff, sister.
브리온 블레이드와 엘리먼트 베스트의 경기입니다. 경기 준비하고 있는 선수들을 만나보겠습니다.
So I guess we aren't going to see what patch we're playing on. Instead, we're going to see that Weiser, Doyle, Jin, Hannah, and Minute are starting.
지난 경기에서도 번갈아 가면서
를
보여줬었는데 특히 바텀 라인 캐리력이 올라가고 있다는 가운데 할로우 선수가 또 멋진 모습 보였었고요. 헤나 선수에게도 약간 자극이 되지 않았나 이런 생각이 듭니다.
그렇습니다. 와이더 선수가 초반에는 좀 약간 무기력한 모습이 있었어요. 맞습니다. 와이더 선수가 초반에 약간 힘들어하는 모습들이 있었는데 결국 이제 시간이 지나면서 그걸 다 극복하는 모습을 보여줬고 아무래도 그런 집중력 때문에 이제 탑과 서포터는 이 팀을 뭐 유지를 하고 또 미드, 정글 그리고 원딜을 바꾸는 건데 오늘 일단 또 이 멤버로 또 어떤 뱀픽을 보여줄지 한번 봐야 될 것 같아요.
Weiser, Doyle, Jean. Yep. Meanwhile, for OZ, oh, they got rid of one of their subs. It's just Ganknom and Flare. Or no, that's Ellen Mystic. I don't know what I'm talking about. Flare's always been there. So Ellen Mystic, it's the usual suspects.
나머지 팀들이 다양한 조합과 뱀픽 전략을 통해서 게임을 풀어나가기 싫어서 그런 게 아니거든요. 그게 굉장히 어려움이 있기 때문에 그랬던 거였기 때문에 일단 엘리먼트 미스틱은 색깔을 보여주는 것보단 지금 승리가 급한 그런 상황입니다.
말씀하신 내용이 이제 핵심이죠. 그러니까 정석이라는 것도 좋고 또 변칙도 좋은데 결국 핵심은 변칙을 잘 하려면은 일단 정석을 잘해야 돼요. 그렇죠. 계속 변칙만 두면 그게 결국 파파가 되는 거잖아요. 그러면 언젠가는 한계가 드러날 수도 있거든요. 자, 엘리먼트 미스틱 최근 4경기 모두 풀세트 접전이었습니다. 경기 결과가 한번 달랐더라면 뭐 연습까지 쭉 이어갈 수 있었는데 아쉬운 결과였고요. 연습 끊을 수 있을지 만나보겠습니다.
So, highlighted matchup for this. Any idea of no? Crown is not playing. Crown is not playing until next week. I should. Fuck! I need to make a command for that. Add command. Crown. Crown is not playing. Starting till next.
그런 부분이 브리온 블레이드의 좋은 성적과 이어진다라고 제가 볼 수밖에 없거든요.
We don't even know if that's. But all we know is he's not playing till next week. There we go. Yeah, Crown is not going to be starting until next week. I'm assuming it's because of like self-quarantine since he's coming back from Los Angeles. But I don't know, who knows. The patch is 10.5. Where is oh wait, I'm on the wrong page. 10.5.
그래서 사실 너프를 했다고 해서
One
저희가 뭐 이제는 뭐 잘 풀릴 것이다 혹은 뭐 앞으로 평가가
so I'm gonna be quiet for a minute just because I had to put in Leakpedia stuff.
맞습니다. 세트는 어떤 복서에 또 비교가 될까요? 무하마드 알리와 무하마드 알리.
솔직히 아는 복서가 그거밖에 없어. 저도
좀 아니면 뭐 장정구, 뭐죠 홍수환. 약간 이런 쪽으로 가도 되죠.
네네.
챔피언 출신들인데.
스포츠 쪽이 좀 약해가지고.
바루스 벤입니다. 이러면 이제 칼리스타 세나 이런 거에 대한 생각 궁금한데 세나 쪽으로 가네요. 모데카이저 이야기 해주셨는데 챌린저스 코리아에서는 자주 밴 되면서 픽도 많이 되는 챔피언인데 칼리스타가 열렸었거든요.
Here we go.
픽합니다. 자신만 있다면 사실 걸을 이유가 없는 픽이죠. 이게 이제 최상의 파트너인
Oh, in game one, match one.
레드 사이드 쪽에서 그냥 타릭만 딱 들고 가는 게 되게 애매해요. 그렇죠.
Oh shit.
칼리스타가 없는 타릭도 뭔가 좀 애매하거든요. 어제 SK에서도 거의 다 열고 게임을 하는 분위기였습니다.
그렇죠. 서로 주거니 받거니 하네요. 그렇고요. 엘미다운 픽이기도 하고요. 반대원 성능 자체는 사실 의심할 필요는 없습니다.
반태원 먼저 가져갑니다. 저게 지난 경기에선 슬러거 선수가 사용을 했었는데
Okay.
얼마든지 이제 경기남이나
Let me just catch up in the draft and then we're good to go.
또 이런 구도에서는 그냥 빠르게 판테온 앨리스 같은 걸 완성시켜버리는 게 위협적이긴 한데 나머지 이제 좋은 픽들이 좀 많이 살아남아 있는데 저는
Oh, we do see. Okay, Pantheon already. I'm looking forward to talking about that because we've seen some Pantheon already in the top lane from Slugger, and it's been pretty good from him. Callista, as we have seen, is a good flex pick, but we've only seen it be played ADC. We haven't seen the top lane Callista yet in CK.
그 가운데도 조금 더 어떻게 보면
Pantheon also a pretty good flex pick. You can flex it top mid or jungle.
예를 들어서 카이사를 뽑는다 하더라도 굳이 이 타이밍에 카이사를 뽑는 게 바로 그거죠.
Although I very much so doubt we'll see it in the jungle. We'll see though. We do see Brion Blade picking up Taric and Ornn, so that pretty much confirms that this is going to be a Callista ADC. And most likely going to be an Ornn top. We did see a Yi Taric once, but it did not work out, so I don't think anyone's going to be running that anytime soon. And we do see the Bard hover coming, or we already saw the Bard pick. Good job by Element Mystic banning out the Nidalee.
괜찮다. 좋다.
If I were them, I'd probably be banning out Karthus next.
정석 대처 중에 하나로 자리를 잡고 있는 모습이고
네.
하지만 역시나 저걸 또 저렇게 빨리 픽을 할 이유가 있겠냐. 저렇게 안 됐다고 예를 들어서 브리온 블레이드가 거기다 밴을 했을까?
그렇죠.
의문이긴 합니다. 그러면 이런 식으로 생각할 수 있죠. 이거를 빨리 안 가져간
It's gonna be the LeBlanc ban, it looks like.
뭔가
Is my microphone on? Okay, yeah, it is. Sweet.
밴당할 가능성이 있는 좋은 티어의 챔피언이 아니라 아예 예측 못한 무언가를 할 이걸 저희가 좀
See what the second ban on red side's gonna be.
분명히 무슨 수가 있을 겁니다. 이쪽에서 저런 독특한 개성 있는 픽들을 빨리 보여준다는 거.
It's gonna be
이쪽에 뭔가
Lee Sin.
숨길 게 있다라고 일단 추측은
And the
할
last
수
ban
있거든요. 이제 말씀하신 것처럼 이게 실제로도
for Brion Blade. We're gonna see in just a moment.
두 번째 페이지에서는 모두 정글러를 배제했습니다. 돌 저격.
It's gonna be the Olaf.
이러면 그 말씀하신 앨리스 같은 게 조합 봤을 때는 게임을 굴려야 되기 때문에 눈에 띄긴 하는데
그렇죠.
근데 여기서도 안 나온다면
네.
아 진짜 픽이 궁금해지거든요.
보통은 그라가스도 괜찮은데요. 이미 상대가 자른 상태잖아요.
아예 특이한 게 아니라면 카서스 판테온 뭐 이런 거 없는 거.
Talia. I like it. I like the Talia pick. So it's probably going to be, maybe going to be a Talia jungle. We'll see. Might be a Talia mid. We have seen some Talia mid.
에미는 몰라요.
Yeah, since Slugger has been the only one playing Pantheon and Element Mystic, I would assume that he's going to be playing a top lane, and it's going to be a Bard Kaisa bot lane with the Talia mid, so we don't see the jungle quite yet, I don't think. I think Scarlet's played a couple of Talia games, so it's most likely where it's going to be there. So we do see the Jarvan pick instead of the Karthus pick, which I think is a bit curious, considering that they already have two frontliners, compared to the one and possibly two of Element Mystic. I think that the Karthus would have definitely been the pick here, because now they're really lacking AP, and it looks like they do pick up the Nico. But I definitely think Karthus would have been the better pick there. Or some sort of AP jungler. Because their AP is going to be really lacking. Jean, I mean not Jean, sorry, Nico, not really a reliable source of AP damage when it's your only AP damage. We're probably going to see Jean build a Forbidden Book. So maybe. Who knows? But we are going to see the Lucian pick, so it's going to be a Lucian mid for Scarlet. So it's going to be Talia jungle after all.
탈리아와 스칼렛의 루시안이 아주 예상하기 힘든 어떤 픽인가? 아니면은 완전히 브리온 블레이드의 어떤 챔피언들을 하드 카운터하는 측면이 있는가? 거기까지는 아니거든요, 분명히.
네.
그렇죠. 그래서 이제 칼리스타 타릭을 본 상태에서 카이사바드를 빠르게 뽑았는데 샤크 선수의 카이사도 첫. 탑 같은 경우에도 오른 상대로 판테온이 오른을 쉽게 뚫을 수 있는 픽이 아니에요. 그래서 결국 루시안 탈리아의 미드 정글의 주도권에서 오는 시너지 이 부분을 활용하지 못하면은 엘리멘트 미스틱은 게임이 좀 힘들어질 수도 있을 것 같습니다. 전체적으로 엘리멘트 미스틱의 조합이 난이도가 좀 높다는 생각이 드네요.
And, okay.
유닛 선수가 진짜 바드 잘 다루는데
네.
Oh, you know what?
가져왔거든요.
그렇죠. 칼리타릭 때 카이사 바드 같은 경우에 정글 구도에 따라서 카이사 바드가 강점이 있는 포인트도 분명히 있고
네.
탑에서야 당연히 오른을 뚫기 버겁겠지만 미드 루시아는 그래도 니코를 상대로 본인이 뭔가 주도적인 공격적인 플레이를 할 가능성이 있으니까 그런 부분을 엘미 입장에서 라인전부터 살려야 될 것 같고 그것만
There we go.
훨씬 안정적이
있습니다. 가져가고 싶다고 다 가져갈 수 있는 게 아닌 리그 오브 레전드.
This is a Brion versus Alpha Go.
엘리먼트 미스틱에서 열어줬단 말이에요.
Yes, this is the Alpha Go stream. Yes, welcome. We're going to be watching. Actually, this is a Knack 2 speedrunning. So as you can see the roster, we got Ice Knack, we got Japanese Knack, we got Golden Knack, we got Blue Knack, we got Demon Knack versus Dragon Slayer Knack, another Ice Knack, Demon Slayer Knack, Esports Knack, and Hot Chocolate Knack. So a lot of Knack, a lot of different Knack speedrun styles going on here on display. Knack. Knack. We're watching Knack 2 speedrunning. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna be getting onto Summoner's Rift. April Fool's is technically over, so no more of that. It's over for me. It has been for 16 minutes now. It's a pretty good. Those are pretty good April Fools. You missed out, Quest. We got to watch some Go streaming, and Gangnam's a little bit late. Or no. I think he did the sweeping thing, but it's kind of. Did he get anything out of it? No, it's kind of unreliable on Talia because you're always gonna be the first one getting there, so. You're not usually gonna find anything with it just because you move too fast.
정해진 시간 내에 득점 못하면 그 목걸이가 펑하고 터지는 거고.
보통 저희가 파이어볼, 스노우볼의 반대로 그냥 뭐 유머러스하게 팬분들이 만드시는 게 파이어볼 조합이라고 하거든요. 그래서 자기 몸에 불타고 있어서 이거를 빠르게 굴려서 끄지 않으면 결국
Thanks for neck to neck. Oh, that's great. Execute gonna be coming in for the gank here. Misses the Q, so Jean probably gonna be able to get away, but that's a lot of damage going on to Jean. So Scarlet gonna be able to have this nice priority here. If he does hit level 2 before Jean, and Jean doesn't respect that, that is gonna be the first blood going over to him most likely. Doyle though, ooh, Execute could be in trouble. Oh, he spotted him, but he still didn't do anything about it. And now Execute gonna be forced to flash here. Oh, but Doyle's gonna flash over. Doyle is smelling blood. He wants the kill. He gets the smite, and he gets the first blood. However, he goes down for it. But Execute gets the kill, so I say that's worth. Especially considering the fact that Execute now has no summoners. The kill didn't go over to a carry, which is really important for kills to go over to at this point in the game. Sorry, Comet. But the Alpha Go, there's a rumor that it has coronavirus, so we have to socially distance ourselves away from that esport. Sorry, but I guess we'll do this esport instead. Execute, flashing over the wall, but Doyle following him, and really smart of Doyle to smite that camp, because if he didn't, he probably would have died before he could get the kill. Really smart of him to do that. So now Doyle does have that first blood, and he did pick up the other jungle item ingredient. I don't know which one he started off with, between Talisman and Machete, but he has them both now. As we look in this top lane, and Slugger is having quite the field day, but you know, it doesn't really matter when it comes to the top lane. You can win as hard as you want, but you know, run from it, dread it. Orin will still arrive. You know. Meanwhile, Doyle, ooh, nice EQ to get away from Gangnam and Slugger. But that's going to be the blue buff going over to Gangnam now, so already this Talia having a great time. And not really anything for Doyle to take in the opposite blue side jungle, so unfortunately Gangnam's going to come out ahead on this after taking his wolves and his blue buff. It's very unfortunate that Talia gets this extended blue buff clear, because now Talia's just going to clear so much faster than the Striven is. And might even be able to get some lane ganks in with the speed clear. Speaking of lane ganks, we do see both the junglers hover mid, but we are going to look here in this top lane because Slugger just takes Weiser down so low, but he has no mana now. So he has to be careful there for sure. Oh, Scarlet getting stuck there in the queue. Luckily, Jean is going to flash away. Can Doyle find it? He's not going to be able to find the kill. Not sure why Jean flashed away there. I don't know if there's a W and I just didn't notice it. I don't know. Who knows, but so far it is dead even in gold. We do see a big CS difference in the jungle for Element Mystic, but everywhere else it's pretty close. Well, actually oh no, that's a big gap. But yeah, everywhere else the CS gap is pretty close. Gangnam is gonna be visiting the top lane. I don't know if they think that Weiser has teleport and he was waiting for the teleport. I don't know, but Gangnam is spotted, I think, clearing this, or maybe it's his team pinging him to be careful, I don't know, but there was careful pings over him. Might have been his team. So we see some good vision placed by Brion Blade there in the jungle, so they know that he's not there. And they do spot out the Lucian coming into their jungle. Good job by Doyle going to clear that out. So we do see a reset from Slugger. He is level 6, so maybe we do see him walking towards mid-side, so he wants to go and help with that dragon, possibly. Wants to pressure with ultimate. So LM Mystic should be able to get this first dragon. Let's see what's gonna happen here. They know which one's the real one. Gene sidestepping some abilities, but he might be going down here. Ooh, maybe not. Good job hiding behind the minions. Was that a Pantheon ultimate? It is a Pantheon ultimate, and now that's gonna be the kill going over to LM Mystic. But Wiser gonna be looking for Slugger here. Can he find him? He's getting him down. Finds the knockup. Ornhorn coming through. Let's see if he can find the kill though. Misses the ultimate. I don't know if he thought that Slugger had... Oh, Slugger fail flashed, actually, which is why he ulted that direction. So very unfortunate that he fail flashed. Ooh, Lucian flashing right into the stun for some reason, but he does get the kill nonetheless. Double kill going over to Scarlet. This is the Scarlet that we know and love. Almost gets a triple kill. Minute getting away with just a bit of health. It's very unfortunate. So what happened there was... Slugger was supposed to flash, I think, or no, he flashed. I think he used flash on that dive. I don't think he even had flash, and Wiser, I don't know. We'll see in the replay, because well, okay, we're gonna see right here what happened. So as we see, they know which gene, they know which one's the real gene, and they get him really low. And then the Pantheon ultimate comes in. Oh, he used the flash there, so he didn't even have flash. I don't know what Wiser was doing. He pretty much had the kill if he just ults the right direction. No idea what he's doing ulting that way, trying to predict something. There's nothing that saves him. I mean, there's nothing that gets him over the wall there. I don't know why he's anticipating him getting over the wall. Scarlet almost throwing with that flash, but I mean, he is Lucian, so he ended up being fine. But that was a big misplay by Wiser. I don't know if it was miscommunication. I don't know, maybe he asked if he had flash or not, and there was a wrong answer came out. But Slugger certainly did not have flash. So now that is the lead going over to LM Mystic. This is not good for Brion Blade, to say the least. If LM Mystic win this, that would certainly help their cause for securing their spot in the playoffs, but now Brion Blade would be part of that race for the last playoff spot, or it would become the last 2 playoff spots, which all the teams are racing for. It's pretty much what the rest of the season is going to be. The next 2 weeks are going to be about which team should get the solo lead. By the end of by the end of next week, we should know for sure. But after that, it's certainly going to be which team's going to be securing the last 2 playoff spots. We do know that the first 3 spots, or 4 spots, I should say, are going to be going to between one of the 3 teams of Dynamics, Sweatable, and Spear. One of them will get the auto qualify for this first seed, and then the 4 playoff spots will go to whichever 2 teams remain. Oh, I'm going to pause that because Doyle might be in trouble, but he is going to get away. But anyways, like I was saying, Brion Blade ideally should be getting one of those last 2 playoff seeds, and the last one will go to either Element Mystic, OZ, Azura, or Azura. All of them racing for that last spot. Element Mystic winning today would be really good for them.
이거를 엘미가 이렇게 바로 칠 거라고 생각을 브리온 블레이드가 못한 것 같습니다.
자, 라인을 밀었을 뿐 결국 전령을 방해하지 못했고요. 텔레포트 곧 돌아옵니다.
저는 애초에 잘 성장한 탈리아 상대로 자르반이 얼굴을 들이밀고 들어간 것 자체가 좀 위화감이 있는 장면이었어요.
네.
저럴 만한 그런 성장 차이가 있지는 않았거든요. 그러니까 오히려 상대가 성장 차이가 나고 있죠.
자, 지금 집에 가고 있는 거 다 들켰어요.
지금 레벨링 보세요. 뱅크남의 탈리아 8레벨, 도일의 자르반 6레벨.
So, sorry, I was checking stuff for Leaguepedia, making sure everything was fine. So now we are going to see the Herald pop by Ganknam here in the top lane.
가지고 뭐 전령 박치기 성공하면 밀었다고 봐도 되는 정도의 치료입니다.
도일의 위치도 들켰습니다.
그리고
Ooh,
여기
we do
나오거든요.
see
이런 거 어설프게
Doyle
먹지 말고요. 그냥 빼는 게
taken down
맞아요.
pretty low there.
지금 인원 파악이 안 되고 있잖아요.
네.
백업도 없고.
그렇습니다.
Well, not pretty low. Yeah, he gets chunked pretty big though. Big chunk of health. Big chunkus. And now Element Mystic are playing this early game really well.
이제 아까 드래곤을 애니가 안 먹은 것도 의미가 있다라는 말씀을 드렸던 거였는데 지금은 브리온 블레이드는
This was one of those matches where I couldn't really know 100% for sure which of these teams was going to go come out on top here, and a lot of these games are very early game dependent for Element Mystic. Well, I say that, but even if they win the early game, there's a chance that they throw the mid to late game, but we'll see if they throw today.
그러니까 이럴 때 중요한 게
This
어쨌거나
team is known for throwing.
구도로 가지고
Oh shit, you know what?
폈잖아요, 브리온 블레이드. 근데
That's
이럴
probably
때
why.
무리하게 본인들 거로 다시 가져오려고 하지 말고 그냥 팀의 어떤 그 조합에서 오는 파워 그래프나 강한 타이밍을 계산해서 소위 얘기하는 이제 눕거나 웅크리는 것도 하나의 전략이에요. 원하는 타이밍까지는.
조급해하면 안 된다라는 이야기죠.
그러니까 괜히 이제 바로바로 내꾸려고 하다가 1점 더 주고 1점 더 주고 하다 보면 어느샌가 10점 주고 있거든요.
Ooh, Ganknam might be able to find Doyle here. Knows that he's clearing out that ward. Execute's even coming over to potentially help him out. The knockback's going to be able to find Doyle there. The Weaver's Wall's going to come through. Let's see if Ganknam can get the kill. He can get the kill. Gets the last Q onto Doyle, so now it's another kill going over to Element Mystic. And they're playing this early game really well, especially Ganknam. 100% kill participation so far. 2 kills in his pocket, 3 assists to boot, and a massive CS lead over Doyle. This is what I'm talking about all the time. Doyle really struggles with these traditional, well, I should say, the more standard junglers that you expect to see in a competitive environment. Really relies on the solo queue junglers like the Nidalee, like the Karthus, like the Sylas, stuff like that. Junglers that you don't really see often in competitive play, even though they're pretty viable. I would say very viable, actually. Karthus one of the best junglers. We do see the stun come through, but we are going to see 2 teleports from Brion Blade. This is where they want to get back into the game. This is going to be the Ornhorn coming through. Not going to be able to find any members. Here comes the ultimate from Jean. Going to be able to get 1 member now. Shark trying to run Slugger. Going to be trying to go and get a kill for himself, but Hannah is just kiting away from this, and that's going to be the Tarek stun stunning down Slugger, so he's going to go down there. Now, Shark's going to be snared down, and he's going to go down. Now, Scarlet's running for his life, and he's popping out the ultimate there, trying to make sure that he's not being followed. As now, Brion Blader back on the board. And Element Mystic doing their signature throwing of a fight before the 15-minute mark. Usually we see them get aced, but this time it wasn't aced. But they did lose 3 members for none. And now Brion Blade are back in this. You hate to see it. I will see that. We had 3 teleports come in. Total. 2 from Brion Blade, 1 from Element Mystic. They do get the kill, the shutdown onto Ganknam, and Slugger jumped in there to try to get his team out of there and try to get some damage himself, but whenever that E ran out, he was just free for the taking, and then Jean landing that really crucial snare there onto Shark. Scarlet running away. Does pop the ultimate because he thought Jean was diving him, but it was just the clone. We come back to live action. Element Mystic still up about 3k gold. Oh.
물론 아직도 엘리먼트 미스틱이 훨씬 앞서곤 있습니다. 방패 골드가 1120.
Oh, Doyle stealing away the blue buff, telling Ganknam, not this time. That's my blue buff. You stay away from there.
영향 줄 수도 있거든요.
그렇죠. 그러니까 초조해하지 않으면서도 기세는 계속해서 올려야 되는
As
게
now the rest of Element Mystic are hunting for the mid lane, and they are actually going to find the stun onto Jean. Jean going to throw out some defensive abilities and get out of there just fine. Actually get Scarlet to about half health. So now they're just gonna try to protect this tier 1. Jean getting healed up by the Targ there.
그리고 칼리스타가 바텀에서 CS 잘 챙겨 먹고 있고요.
그리고 저희가 이제 그 브리온 블레이드가 용을 그냥
If we look at the ADC gap between
상황이 그렇게
Henna and Shark,
이용을 먹어서
we do see about a 27 CS difference between the two of them.
결과적으로 그렇죠.
And also a 1 assist, 1 kill difference between the two. Also, Shark has died to where Henna has not.
맞아요.
Henna does have that Blade of the Ruin King, while Shark does have that Man Immune.
상황이 좀 달라졌습니다. 아까 바텀
Hasn't finished it though.
드론까지 브리온블레이드 챙겼기 때문에.
그나마
Probably won't be for quite some time, but based off of that, we do know that he is going for the on-hit build, which is probably necessary for their team. They already have the Lucian and the Pantheon to do plenty of AD damage, so you want to go for that on-hit build. Since your team doesn't really need that AD. Ooh.
전멸이 빠진 멤버들을 끊어먹는 구도가 나왔을 때는
Scarlet knew that that was the fake clone. Jean kind of gave it away. If he had just kept running in like a wild direction, maybe he could have gotten something out of Scarlet.
그런 걸 노려서 스노우볼에다가 더
Or out of Scarlet and Shark, or Execute, sorry, even. Execute was there in the proximity. He maybe could have brought out an ability like Q Ignite, you never know. You always want to sell the Nico W as much as you can. Of course, you don't want to die for it, but you want to try to sell it as if you were the clone was really you. Wiser might find Ganknom here, but Ganknom's gonna just walk right away. Wiser dropping the control ward to prevent the vision there, but Ganknom's gonna be able to blindly steal that away, and Scarlet's gonna get this tier 1. So you wonder if maybe they're gonna fight there. Meanwhile, the top lane Jean's working on this turret.
거기서 뭔가 변수, 폭발력.
Slugger is responding, but Doyle's there to back him up, so that should be going down. Unless Execute wants to fight that, the Herald's gonna be popped. And that's gonna go down there. Let's see if they can escort it up for another charge. Looks like they're not interested in doing that. Wiser, Scarlet throwing out the ultimate onto an Ornn with ninjas and Sunfire. There's no world where your ultimate kills him there. Maybe if the Nico knockback lands, but most likely not.
전 사실 방금 갱크남 선수의 탈리아 같은 픽과 판테온 픽이 뭉쳐다니면서 위쪽에 있는 멤버들 쪽을 강제 이니시 거는 게 먼저 맞지 않나 싶었어요. 지금 일단 아래쪽으로 와버렸기 때문에 어쩔 수 없는 상황이었고
그 포인트가 결국 루시안이 텔이 아니기 때문에 탑에서 본인들이 숫자 차이로 뭘 잘라먹는다 하더라도
Now both these teams are just waiting for this dragon to come up.
입장에서 한타 해볼 만하다고 생각할 수도 있거든요. 결국 이제 계속 엘미는 상대의 본대를 잘라먹을 수 있으면 베스트긴 하겠지만 스칼렛이 있는 쪽에 브리온 블레이드가 병력 배치를 약간 허술하게 하면 거기에 슬러그와 갱남의 이 판테온 탈리아도 내려오면서 잡아먹는 각을 보고 싶어 할 것 같습니다.
그 그림 이제부터 봐야죠.
일단 요점은 무조건 먼저 찔러야 돼요. 사실 저 조합, 이 조합, 양쪽 조합 봤을 때 이닛이 먼저 걸리면 엘미는 그냥 답이 없어요. 브리온 블레이드는 조합의 그 이제 기본 평가 자체가 워낙 우수한 픽들이기 때문에 뭐 먼저 걸어도 좋고 반격을 하는 것도 좋지만 일단 엘미 입장에서는 먼저 찔리면은 답이 없습니다. 걸어야 돼요. 인원들이 흩어져 있을 때. 근데 지금 또 이제 위아래를 그냥 서로 교환하는
Now we're gonna see Brion Blade start to work on this Cloud Dragon, and let's see if Elma Mystic want to contest this. Early pre-20-minute Dragon fights and Elma Mystic usually don't combine well. We'll see if maybe though, maybe they could be able to have a good fight here. We are gonna see the stream kind of cut out there, but they do secure the Cloud Drake, and it's gonna be one dragon closer to the Cloud Soul. So now we do see Elma Mystic respond with taking the mid lane turret, which luckily they were able to do thanks to some good positioning. And from there, they're just gonna farm out and deny Brion Blade some resources.
파이어볼의 불이 지금 꺼져가고 있습니다.
보일도 어느 정도 내성이 생겼습니다.
약간 다 타고 남은 숲을 보는 것 같아요. 숲 안에 뭔가 빨간 그 불꽃이 남아있긴 하거든요. 꺼질랑 말랑하는. 거기다가 이제 뭔가 더 넣어주면 불이 다시 붙을 것 같긴 해요. 문제가 이제 가능하다는
지금은 그렇다면 활활 타오르는 장작은 아니고 이제 숯이 되어가고 있다는 거잖아요.
예.
근데 여기에 이제 물을 붓느냐,
그렇죠.
바람을 넣어주느냐인데.
근데 이게 브리온 블레이드 입장에서 이제는 선택지가 하나가 더 생긴 게 사실 4드래곤까지 갈 필요도 없고 바로 바론을 쳐버리면 그냥 칼리스타를 가지고 있고 판테온 탈리아.
Now, Scarlet has to be careful here.
픽인 건 맞는데 놔뒀다고 건물을 갑자기 고속도로를 쉽게 뚫는 친구들은 아니에요.
맞아요.
그래서 오히려 본인들이 주도적으로 바론을 치면서 사이드에 있는 엘미 챔피언들을 부를 수가 있습니다.
And he is going to do exactly that.
루시안이 바텀을 못 내려가요.
And we see just... It's going to be a fairly boring part of the game now, as both teams want to just play as safe as possible. Both of them believe that if they wait till the late game, they'll come out on top. You do have the Kaisa Talia on the side of Element Mystic. But on the side of Brion Blade, you have the Callista along with the Ornn. That's going to be very problematic, and I think the late game should be slightly in their favor because of that. As both teams just fighting over vision and trying to get the vision advantage so they can try to set up some picks possibly, or at least have a vision advantage for when the next objective comes up, which Baron buff is up, but I don't think any team really has their sights set on that. I think both teams are just trying to set themselves up for either sneaking away some turrets like we see potentially here in the bot lane, but probably not going to be able to happen because we do see Wiser responding to it, or sneaking some top lane. Now, Element Mystic are ahead pretty significantly in gold right now, about 4k, despite the fact that Brion Blade have 3 dragons and the same amount of kills. We do see several CS gaps in their favor. We see the massive CS gap in the jungle and in the mid lane. Top lane's fairly even. We do see the CS and an advantage of head up, but that's not enough to make up for the fact that Element Mystic are so far ahead. As Jean, unable to cancel the recall there. Do Brion Blade want to start this Baron though? I don't think that's a good idea. They are gonna start it. Gank is on the bottom side of the map, but he can very easily come up and contest this as they see them doing it. And now here comes Weaver's Wall trying to split the team in half. For some reason, some of the wall didn't go through, and we are going to see the counter engage from Brion Blade as they pop the Ornhorn. Only going to find Execute, and Execute's going to be able to ult away the Targ ultimate, so now the Mystic are on the re-engage, but Jean with a big ultimate, but is it enough to win them the fight because Scarlet's in the back line of this fight doing so much damage? That's 4 kills going over to Element Mystic is likely. They're going to be able to get the ace here and probably going to be able to get the Baron right afterwards. Triple kill for Scarlet, as that's going to be the ace for Element Mystic, and they're going to work on this Baron, going to be able to get the first Baron of the game. Fantastic job by Element Mystic. It looked like for a while that Brion Blade were getting themselves back into this game, and now they do lose that. Now the thing about that is everybody's going to be up in about 15 seconds. The entire team will be up, and Dragon will be up in about 32 seconds. Both teams pinging that they want to go contest this Dragon. But I don't, unless Brion Blade steal it, I think that it should be going over to Element Mystic. Really good Bard ultimate there, which sparks the re-engage. And Scarlet and Slugger coming in to just do so much work. Good ultimate by Jean in the front line, but it's just not enough. They have these orthodox picks, but if you want to play the more orthodox style, you want to run the other lineup. Oh yeah, sorry, no AlphaGo, no AlphaGo. We that was just my April Fool's joke. Unfortunately, I have no idea what's going on there. So it is the future of esports, but someone else will have to tell you about that one. I can't tell you what the hell is going on there. I have no idea how that game works. I want to learn though, because that's a pretty funny April Fool's opportunity, maybe for next year. Let's commentate professional board game play in Korea.
그래서 게임 장르가 약간 바뀌었죠. 그동안은 인질 구출이었는데 이제는 공격만 하면 돼. 적의 거점을 무너뜨려라.
Now just waiting for
서로가 미드 쪽에서 계속 라인 밀어주고 있고요.
Element Mystic
내가
to
이거
try to close out this game, or at least get in the right position for it. We do see the Weaver's Wall to block off the rest of Brion Blade so they can finish off this inhibitor turret. We do see Scarlet tanking both of those spooky ghosts so that his team can get away, and he has the dash, so he's fine getting slowed like that.
계속 철거해 나가는 엘리먼트 미스틱.
As now we see Element Mystic start to siege in this mid lane. They're kind of just grouping with this 1-4.
이거 그냥 삼루시안의 미드 판테온이라고
I don't know who it is that just hosted me, but thanks for the host.
예.
자, 전멸은 없는 지인이거든요.
I don't know how many viewers you hosted with, but
이런
이제 갱크나비.
I thought the next big East. Does OGN have darts? Is that a thing?
아, 그 버릇 억제기예요.
I'm totally down to commentate some OGN darts.
실패한 건 얘네인데.
그리고
That'd be fucking amazing.
미스틱 쪽에 억제기처럼 얘기해요.
But
자, 결국에는 억제기를 내줬고 파워 손실도 많습니다.
no OGN darts. OGN does actually have darts? Holy moly.
갱크나비 독서하고 있거든요, 지금.
정글 3렙 차이.
Can I get a link to this? Wait, is it? I would imagine the darts league would be canceled.
엘리멘트 미스틱의 게임이 된 거죠.
And then again, I thought the fucking Alpha Go would have been canceled too, but it
싸움
wasn't.
전환을 너무 허술하게 했다라는 생각을 하고 있을 것 같아요. 근데 일단 지금 당장 이 게임 내에서는 그건 생각은 잊어버려요.
버텨보기만 하면 나중 후반이 강한 브리온 블레이드인 건 변함은 없습니다. 함용까지 챙겨놨고
탈리아가 지금 메자이를 읽고 있는 상황이고
Enjoying the mid-game slow game as Element Mystic, just like I said earlier, trying to play it slow. But the thing is, if they play too slow, Brion Blade are going to start to get Ornn items, and then they can start contesting the fact that they're down in some gold. Like, for example, we do see the upgraded Blade of the Rune King for the Callista. No one else has upgraded items just yet. And we do see the Zonya's Hourglass on the Nico, so we might see a Zonya's Paradox.
무적 상태에서 뭐 적의 스킬을 린다는 개념이 아니라 오른 이니시와 동시에 들어가서 상대 막 가서
As far as jungle goes, no upgradable items yet.
기본적으로 지금은 골드 차이 때문에 딜이 안 되고 초시계를 다 들고 있습니다.
We are going to see Ujin force the flash.
나오면 이건 엘미가 더 굳히는 분위기인 거죠.
전멸 만개 진짜 중요하거든요. 바로 빠졌습니다.
That's not good that he's forced to flash there, but he is going to...
그래서 지금도 보시면은 바텀을 슬러거가 밀어주고 미드를 스칼렛이 쥐고 있는 상황에서 위쪽에다가 견제 넣어서 전멸 뽑고 위쪽 타워를 본인들이 공략하고 싶다라는 욕구를
Wait a minute, hold on. Did Doyle pop Gargoyle's Stoneplate on accident? Does he even have that item? No, it was the Guardian effect. Okay, never mind.
그리고 이쪽 끌리면 다시 위쪽이랑 아래쪽을
but-
찌르는 거예요. 이거 반복하다 보면 야금야금 타워가 갉아먹히거든요.
We do see Shark
그러다가 이런 식으로
are
시간
pushing in this
보내서
top lane.
브리온 블레이드를
Once again, Brion Blade running this, trying, well,
일본
they don't really need to run anybody bot lanes. They're just running like
다시
a
엘리멘트 미스틱이 또 선회할
like
수
a
있는 거예요.
roaming 1-4 kinda, or a 1-3 with one Pantheon. Actually, Pantheon might be going bot. I don't know. Pantheon Slugger cannot decide. He cannot decide what he wants to do. He's just wandering around.
네. 지금 판테온 위치
It's
자체가
really weird. He's just hanging out in the jungle, just standing there, menacingly.
내가 들어가서 허리를
As finally we do see him decide he wants to farm the bot lane.
사실 일반 비행기가 아니라
Scarlet gonna be walking around here, gonna steal the blue buff away.
그냥 제자리에서 그냥
So that's good for him. Doyle just also now standing there menacingly. As
탈리아랑은
we do have Baron buff and Cloud Dragon coming up in 27 seconds, and I'm sure the Element Mystic would be very happy to trade the Cloud Soul in exchange
저 아이템 챙겨오고요.
for the second Baron buff.
소시계를
네.
They'd be more than happy to make that trade.
저 블루 쪽 시야 장악이 지금 워낙 촘촘해요.
I think if you're Element Mystic, you're fine trading either. Or actually, no. At this point in the game, you don't want to give them the Baron buff because now that's 4 Ornn items on the side of Brion Blade. 2 for the Ornn, 1 for the Nico, and 1 for the Callista. As we see here, a potential engage from Element Mystic. Well, from both team either could potentially engage here.
나왔어요.
We do see that Brion Blade, I should say, want to move towards this Baron buff. They are pinging around it. But if you look here in the bot lane, there are super minions closing in on the base. Someone has to recall, and that person is going to be... Oh, Wiser, whose recall is cancelled, it looks like. That's not good. Someone is now has to walk down there because now the minions are starting to really be a problem. Weiser is going to be forced to walk all the way down. Can he even save the turret though? That's a lot of minion damage coming through the turret. Already quartered health and it's gone. The turret is gone. Element Mystic now going to be working on this Baron buff as Weiser, their main engage, has to go to base and defend against these super minions, basically ending the game.
약간 엘미도 게임이 거의 다 넘어왔다 싶으니까 좀 신중하게 하는 것 같네요.
확실하게 하겠다. 아니, 딜이 엄청 셉니다 지금 엘미가.
그리고 다시 칩니다.
네.
그리고 혼자 미드 쪽에 있고.
일단 브리온 블레이드가 내정은 안정화시켰어요.
And Element Mystic restarting this Baron, and they do have it about half health, and they leave it again. Brion Blade coming up does scare them away. It's a lot of vision for them to clear out. A lot of gold going to be coming up here. Scarlet might be able to find something here. We see that teleport coming in from Weiser. Let's see what Brion Blade want to do now that Weiser is here. They're going to start up the Baron. I don't think this is the right decision. They want to force this fight. They do have the Ornn here in the Ornn Horn. It's going to be the Weaver's Wall blocking them out of the Baron pit. It's Callista, though, going to be ulting in the Taric. Taric's going to come out onto Scarlet, but that is the Bard ultimate coming through to save everybody, but it's going to be 1 kill of Element Mystic, 2 kills for Element Mystic going over, but now 2 kills for Brion Blade in response, but Brion Blade are now on the run. This is just too much damage coming out from Slugger and from Ganknom, and that is going to be Weiser, going to be able to get away, as now it is 2 versus 1. Slugger's gonna ult bot lane, and he's gonna push these minions in. That should be 2 inhibitors, possibly more, possibly the game even. I don't think Slugger can end here though. If Ganknom would have gone with him, maybe they could end, but that is going to be the inhibitor going over most likely. I don't think Weiser can do anything. Weiser does get the inhibitor, and he's gonna walk away. Ganknom's only going to be able to get 1 tower top lane, and now Doyle is here. They want to chase him down. No Ornn Horn, but he's going to pop the Yomus to get away.
브리온 블레이드가 막 이렇게 막 망한 것 같은 느낌이 들어도 저는 이게 다 복선이 될 수 있다고 생각을 하거든요. 어쨌든 한 만 골드 가까이
now that is going to be the Cloud Drake, started up by Brion Blade. It will be the Cloud Soul if they can secure this, but Element Mystic have something to say about it. Ganknom's on the way. Can they zone him away? Looks like they are successfully zoning him away. So that should be the Dragon going over. And the Ornn Horn's going to be used as a counter engage, and now another fantastic Bard ultimate from Execute, but the stun's not going to find anybody, and Jean's going to pop the ultimate to force Shark into an hourglass, but that is going to be Shark diving into the fight, but he does find a kill, make that 2 kills possibly. That's 2 kills going over to him. Actually, 2 kills going over to Slugger, actually. I take that back, as now Meanit's going to go down as well. That's going to be the ace going over to Element Mystic. Even with the Cloud Soul, they aren't able to end the game, or turn the game, and now Element Mystic here are going to end the game themselves. Scarlet and Shark are just popping off that fight along with Slugger. Element Mystic playing so much better now than they did last time out, and that is going to be the game going over to Element Mystic. An easy win for them, despite not being able to pick up the Dragon Soul. They don't need it. They just need the win. Execute being BM here. So is Slugger and Scarlet, and Jean's gonna rage quit. GG. Fantastic showing from Element Mystic. And they won on red side. It's very hard to lose a match when you win on red side, because statistically blue side does have an advantage. So you wonder which team is going to be able to win game 2 here. According to trends, it should be Element Mystic picking up the 2-0 here, which would be very, very upsetting to the standings. I think that at that point, Element Mystic would rank higher than Brion Blade. I'm not sure. But that is the win coming in. Oh, should I need to put it in for data?
엘미 같은 경우에도 아까 바론 낚시를 할 때 뭔가 좀 더 신중하게 해야 된다 싶으니까 바론을 취소하는 바람에 경기가 좀 흔들렸고, 반대로 브리온 블레이드는 그 전 단계에서 바론을 치다가 교전 전환을 해야 되는데 바론을 치고 나가는 과정에서 갑자기 탈리아 스킬을 원딜이 풀콤보를 맞으면서 게임이 또 꼬였고, 그러니까 서로 역시 또 배울 게 많은 팀들인 것 같습니다.
아, 네. 엑스큐트의 바드가 좀 잘했습니다.
아, 네. 바드가 타릭을 이렇게 무마시키는 모습이나 초반에 니코에게 가서 견제해주는 이런 모습도 좀 인상적이었던 것 같고 브리온 블레이드는 사실 정석 조합의 강점을 살리는
Oh, no.
힘의 차이가 많이 벌어지기 이전에 한타를 할 수 있는 가운데선 결국 오른의 이니시에이팅이 어떻게 들어가냐가 너무너무 중요했었는데 사실 오늘 분명히 와이저 선수의 오른 스킬샷 자체가 좀 아쉬운 포인트가 많았었던 것 같습니다.
마지막 한타 장면 보면서 이야기를 나눠보겠습니다. 어떤 식으로 경기가 진행이 되는지 용합해서 한타였거든요. 사용지였습니다.
Here's a replay of that last fight. Ornhorn just missed there, and another fantastic Bard ultimate from Execute. He does kind of mess up the stun, and it almost cost him the fight, but luckily Shark does have the stopwatch. Very good, or maybe it was the Zhonya's, I don't know, but he does have the stopwatch or the Zhonya's, whatever it was, and it did end up saving him that fight. Shark and Slugger both doing tons of work there in the backline, and then Scarlet just cleaning up the rest of that fight with a double kill. So we're going to take a look at the post-game damage, and holy moly, Scarlet and Ganknom just completely manhandling Element Mist or Brion Blade there. You hate to see it.
탈이 주고 나서 우리는 바드로 그냥 카운터 치겠다라는 움직임을 2세트 때도 보여줄 수 있을 것 같아요.
항상 이렇게 좀 게임을 보는 시각이 독특한 팀인데 그만큼 조합 난이도가 높거든요. 근데 난이도 높은 조합을 잘 소화했네요.
네. 자, 첫 번째 세트 이렇게 마무리.
But that is going to be game one from us, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. Will we see Brion Blade try to go for the reverse sweep, or will we see Element Mystic close this one out 2-0 and upset the tables? We'll find out in just a moment.